Microsoft have built in many presets for conditional formatting, such as greater than, less than. Now the one thing about that type of condition is that these are preset for the cell that you're on. So you always highlight the area that you want to monitor and to change appearance. But sometimes you want to check something somewhere else and change the color of a different cell totally. Now this is often referred to as a disjointed condition, and we're going to demonstrate that here. And one of the most common uses of this is where you want to change not just one cell but the whole row in a table. So for example, what we got here is this table that I want to monitor the salaries, that if they fall below a certain value, that it changes not just that cell as a regular conditional format would, but I want it to change the whole row so it stands out. So the way we do this is you start by clicking in the first cell of the table. In this case it's A3. You can then hit the keystroke Control A. That will select all of your data, as you can see here. Once you've got all of the data selected, we're now going to write a formula actually within the conditional format dialog box to tell it what we want to check and change appearance. Now you always highlight what it is you want to change color, not what you want to check. Hence the reason why I've highlighted the entire row here, because that's what I want to change. Just bear in mind from previous courses that whenever you highlight a range of cells in Excel, when you write a formula, it will always be working with the first one. So in this case, when I write my formula, it will be checking row 3. When you've completed writing it, Excel will then copy it down for all the other highlighted rows. Just bear that in mind. So we're going to be checking the salary, which is in the G column. So in fact I'm going to be checking G3. That's this cell here. We're going to go into conditional formatting, which is on the home ribbon, and we go down to a new rule, as there's not one already preset for this. So we're going to set up a new rule. From the dialog box you can see I've got various rule types, and it's the last one that I want, which is use a formula to determine which cells to format. In here I'm going to write a formula. Now as you know, all formulas begin with an equals, so I'm going to type an equals here. Now remember, I was checking for G3, which is the salary. Now we do have to include a $sign here. Remember, a $sign will make this a partial reference formula. If you're not too sure what the $sign means in a formula, don't forget to look at previous videos on this channel to do with writing your own formulas in Excel. So I'm going to type in a $, then G, which is the column, and row 3. So I've got equals $G3. Now I'm basically saying I want to check that if G3 is less than, and in our example let's say less than 8,000. So if I type in 8,000 on there. Now don't forget, people look at this and think, but in G3 is the word salary. Don't forget that when we complete this, it will copy that formula down for each row. So it will be checking row 4, row 5, row 6. So it'll be G4, G5, G6, G7. that's the formula I've written. I now need to set a format, as there's no format set, so I click on the format button, and I'm going to choose not the font color but the fill color. I'm going to fill in the background, so I'm going to choose a color, maybe a green, click OK. Now when I click OK, you can see that it's applied color to the rows where a salary is less than £8,000.